And the media has focused a lot on the negative stories, or creating negative stories about you. I want to ask you about some of the positive stories. What are some of the kids that you are proud of help turning around their life and their situation?
So many, man. You know what I mean? You can only save one kid, man. You know what I mean? People think you can save them all. I've got a lot of coaches, young coaches. I used to tell them every day, quit trying to save them all. You're going to get gray hair. You're gonna spread yourself very thin, and you're going to be out this business very shortly. You can only save one of them. And I think over the years of 20 years or whatever, I think I've saved hundreds. But it really is one at a time after I learned the hard way. And these kids will lie, they'll steal, they'll cheat, they'll tell you every single thing, and you'll love them to death, and they'll break your fucking heart. You know what I mean? And that's what they are, and they don't know better. And you can't ever blame a kid because they only know what they know. And so, now that I learned that years ago, and now that I'm that way, I save one at a time. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, on the 2 years, we saved 101 of them. Got them jobs, Division One scholarships and 17 coaches' jobs. So we saved quite a few guys, but there's a lot that we didn't save. You know what I mean? And over the years, man, I had a great kid, man, played for me at Chaffey College out here in California, junior college, and went to jail for stealing cars. And I got him out of that, and the judge believed me I was going to take care of him and got him going. And now he's in jail again for life. You know what I mean? And then that's a kid that just didn't get it, man. And you can't save them all. You know what I mean? And so he didn't go to college. He didn't want to do it after he left me. And then I guess a couple years ago, this was back in 2008, 9. A couple years ago, I guess he went to jail. So like, some kids don't get it. They don't want to get it, and you can't beg them, man. You can't coach effort, and you can't want it more than they want it. And if you do those two things, you got to probably get out of the business.
Makes sense. Is it emotionally draining, and is it almost heartbreaking when you see a kid go the other way as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. It is, man, because you put a lot of stock in it. You raise them, you go recruit them. You recruit these kids. You tell their parents, their mother usually, that you're going to get them a scholarship. You're going to graduate their baby. You're going to get them. You're going to get these things done for them. And then what happens is they go to the left, and you don't fulfill those promises, and the broken promises. There's nothing worse than a broken promises as a grown man to me, and that's why I'll never promise something that I can't come through with. And so that's why I tell these kids, I say, I told your mother this, and this, but your fucking ass is the one that's got to go to class. Your ass has got to want this more than me. I can teach you and coach you up, and I could guide you to the shit, but I can't want it more than you. I'm not waking your ass up in the morning, and if alarm clock is the only reason you wake up, you got a fucking problem. You know what I mean? So I put that everywhere. Because we had a kid, Bobby Bruce, who could not wake up. I told him, I said, do not let an alarm clock be the only fucking reason you wake up. Because I never had an alarm clock. To this day, at 43, I've never used an alarm to wake up. Never in my life. And that's a true story. And I go to bed, wheels turning, thinking about how am I to beat someone's ass tomorrow. Or how I'm going to get this recruit, or how I'm going to beat this guy in the coaching world, Or as a player, I woke up trying to go work out and be better. And I think that the era's changed, and I don't think that kids realize, man, that hard work, determination, dedication is what it's about. It's not about everybody fucking handing me something, because that's what it is now. So, and it ain't the kid's fault. Let's just go further. Everyone's blaming the kid, man. The kids ain't changed. The fucking parents and the mentors and the coaches have changed. Coaching is soft as shit. Parents are enabled because they only know what they know, and they're doing so many things. Mostly single parents, and we're talking inner city youth, obviously, where I coach. But it's an enabled world we live in, man, because the adult lives. It ain't the kids, and so I don't know. We'll see what happens for me going forward.
As a football coach, you are a motivator.
Gotta be.
How do you motivate someone that doesn't have motivation? Can that person be motivated? It's
Depends.
very psychological as well.
It depends, man. I do a thing that I like to call shock treating. I like to say I shock treat someone, and I think if hopefully you got to have the it factor first of all. Let's be honest. A good coach has it. A good quarterback has it. You know, I say to people all the time. I mean, Tony Romo was probably a top 5 skill set quarterback of all time, but he never won a fucking playoff game because I think it takes the it factor to do something special. Bill Belichick has the it factor. You know what I mean? Fuck, Andy Reid's a great fucking coach, but so far he hasn't got that done. So, is it the it factor that's missing? I don't know, but I think you have to have it in order to be successful, or at least at an elitist level. And I think you got to have the it factor, and I think it takes that at least to shock treat a kid into getting him to believe in himself, first of all. If he don't believe in himself, then fucking we're pissing up his heel. But if he does, at least you can get him to the next level by fucking with his mind, at least, to get him to understand, okay, there's bigger things out there, and there's nothing in this world worse than a waste of talent, in my opinion. So.
Well, for a kid like Bobby Bruce, when a kid leaves you, do you still try and keep tabs on him, look out for him?
Yeah, definitely I do, man. I still love all those kids, man. They know that. You know, it's never personal, man. Coaches I fire or fire themselves, basically, or what I call it, or kids that get cut themselves, basically. I think they take it personal, and it ain't personal. It's a business, because when they get older, they'll understand it too. But at the time, they all want to be pissed off and this and that. But the guys that get it, man, are the ones the 101 kids that are playing D1 right now, and they're playing on SEC Network, Pac-12, and Big 12, and Big 10, and ACC and SEC, because they got it, and they didn't get it when they got there. They came in, and like I said, man, a lot of these kids don't have father figures. They don't have parents. So what happens when they come in? What happens when they come in contact with a male mentor? They're standoffish. They want to fight everything. I don't know you. I don't know this man. Man did me dirty. So guess what? There's going to be a rift there for a while. But once he buys in and understands you're for him, the DJ Williams of the world, who's a Jim Thorpe Award nominee this year at Utah State, Raheem Boyd, who's a Doak Walker Award nominee this year at Arkansas. Those kids, man, are guys that bought in and got the shit done. You know, Coy Dang, Pac-12 Player of the Week for Cal last week. You know, those guys, Delrick Abrams at Colorado, Calvin Jackson at Washington State, those guys got it. And in the beginning, they had all F's, and they'll suck their teeth and lazy. They fucking bought in, and now look where they are, man. And those are the guys that you're most proud of, that make it when they didn't know their ass from a hole in the wall. You know what I mean?